Family. I pray that everyone's having a blessed and productive day today. I just had a little thought um, regarding the trending topic that's on the internet now about Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl halftime performance, right? And I'm not a person that I really like, you know, try to like piggyback or like talk about, trending topics and all that because for one, it personally doesn't matter to me, like especially being rejuvenated in the spirit and being like saved, like that stuff don't do nothing for me. It does not. It can't help us. It can't add to us. So I mean, nonetheless, it's really just distractions. Honestly, that's just how I look at like entertainment and culture now. And I used to be real heavy on rap music and black culture, whatever. But like I said, I understand that it's foolishness though. You know what I'm saying? But the point about that I wanted to make is it's crazy how, especially like as a people, like we can only receive messages from entertainers, or people that we see who are celebrities or whatever. Like the message that Kendrick was making or whatever during his performance is nothing more than what the Most High Yahuwah done sent the prophets and sent his people out here, what he's woken us up to. Everybody's like, oh yeah, stay woke. You missed what's going on. You missed the message behind the performance. What about the message that a lot of these brothers on the corners talking about? What about the message that a lot of people have been trying to wake our people up? What about the messages that, what I'm saying, even Malcolm X have been waking up people, Dr. King, and what I'm saying, you got all the you know even the Hebrew Israelites, right? Like the fact that like, yeah, I don't agree with how they do stuff, but they waking the people up too in their own way. You got some real pastors out here that really had the message about who we are, and waking people up to the truth about this world that we in, and the matrix system. Like, what about all of these people, the people who are unsung, the people who don't have millions of followers, the people who not out here trying to profit off of the people, but they really just care about the people, and they sounding the alarm and trying to tell their people, look, the Most High coming back, wake up, get up out of this slumber that you in. Like that message ain't really nothing new. Even the song, like, they not like us. Like, honestly, that's what the Bible been trying to tell us. He been trying to tell our people, like, we're in this world, but we're not of this world. Ain't that the same message? But when we quote the scriptures from the Bible, when we quote that we're the salt of the earth, we are set apart. We're supposed to be a holy people, set apart for the Most High to come back, right? For the groomsmen, right? Oh no, that go over everybody's head. They don't want to hear that, right? But then Kendrick Lamar, because of his performance during the biggest platform in the world, which is the Super Bowl, you got millions of people watching. All of a sudden now, his message, his performance is just so profound. Like, he's the only one that's been trying to tell people what's going on. Like, we don't even know we don't understand where we stand at in this country. Just read Deuteronomy. Read Deuteronomy then. Read the entire Bible. How about that? And stop sensationalizing everything because a famous dude had a little message. You know what I'm saying? And like man, it's crazy. Like, as a people, and that saying that they say, you want to hide something from a black person, put it in a book. Like, we still, like, not all of us, but some of us still embody that stereotype because the way we act. Like, we act like we can't receive anything unless it's attached to a song and dance. I don't know if it's something about our culture or what, but Man, we got to disconnect from that though. Honestly, like we really got to disconnect from being so unteachable that everything has to come to us in a form of entertainment. And then if it ain't hype enough, if if we're not stimulated enough, we can't hear it, because a lot of stuff gonna go over y'all heads. A lot of things you gonna miss because you can't settle down and study for yourself. And the funny thing about it is, with everything that we choose to be distracted about, there's so much truth that's on the internet. There's so much history that's on it. There's so much history that's just out there, period. We don't even, like there's still encyclopedias, there's still history books, there's still things, memoirs and documentaries out there that people that are documenting this stuff that's happening, and the history behind the lies that they told us. All this stuff is still available, but we choose to get focused on what they talking about, what's going on in Hollywood, what this rapper talking about, what's the subliminal message behind his video. Man, forget that. It really people really fooling themselves thinking that, yeah, because some of these artists might have a broader worldview about what's going on, you still fooling yourself that you're getting educated while you still subliminally getting the music. You still getting that music infused with all these lyrics. You still getting that pushed in your system. The spirit behind these songs is still getting pushed in your system. You know what I'm saying? It'd be different if, bro, like, or even not just him, you know what I'm saying? It'd be different if people got, you know what I'm saying, like on an interview or a podcast, or, just on a platform where, they could just freely speak and share the knowledge that they got, but everything got to be cryptic and hidden. Oh yeah, you missed the message. Man, look, he ain't the only one preaching the message though. And honestly, they ain't gonna preach it to where it's gonna benefit you, because he's gonna tell it to you in a song. All the while, he's still gonna make sure that he get paid. He gonna still make sure that he doing what the industry want him to do too. You gotta realize, man, these people, they still ain't free. That success, it came with a price. It came with a price. And best believe, don't think that you're gonna get anything from Satan and he ain't gonna expect nothing else in return. Don't think that you're gonna just be able to speak about everything that you want to speak about and do what you want to do, and you take his money. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, man, like, it's really a deeper revelation behind all of this stuff. And honestly, it's really just boiling down to, we really need to get saved, and we need to wake up. And really, let's try this. Let's try this. Let's try to unplug. Let's see. I thought about this the other day. People, they want to talk about challenges and all these viral challenges. I got a challenge for people, man. Let's try to unplug from the BS, from all this stuff, this worldly stuff. For this year, let's try not to worry about what the BET Awards got going on. Let's try to forego all these spending all this money on these holidays, spending and wasting money on all this foolishness, all of these sporting events. You know what I'm saying? What's going on in these silly little shows? I don't even know what's hot right now. I don't watch a lot of that stuff. But that's kind of like, all the latest demonic movies and all this crap, the foolishness that's out here. Why don't we try to unplug from that, right? If you're really trying to wake up, if you're really trying to learn something, you really can't do that, because you're still too caught up with everything else. And honestly, a lot of people just like to really get on what everybody else talking about. So just because a few people caught what was going on with the halftime show, now all of a sudden everybody, you know what I'm saying, about the movement now. What did you get from it though? How did it change your perspective on life? How are you going to help the people? Better yet, how are you going to help the next generation? What y'all teaching y'all children? You know, those of us who like 25 and older, or you're a little bit younger and you got children, you got nieces and nephews. What are we teaching them? We want to sit back and forth and debate online and make ourselves look like we smarter than everybody else. But y'all is doing that just for pride's sake. But really, what did that information give back to you that you now got an understanding of, oh yeah, this country is divided and yeah, it's built on the backs of our people. Okay, cool, right? You get it, you know that. But then what are you gonna do about it? You gonna continue fueling the beast? Because while all the while y'all sat down and received that, there's people that spent thousands of dollars. Like literally, I know like Super Bowl tickets is crazy expensive, but we still fueling the beast. We still fueling the beast system. We still engaging. We still spending money. We still taking our hard-earned money, and we still helping the same system that's keeping us enslaved. Why don't we drain the swamp then? Stop spending our money with them. Can y'all do that? Can y'all stop buying all these expensive Jordans and expensive shoes? Can we stop wasting money just in general? In general, can we start taking care of our bodies? Can we start teaching our children something? Can we start loving on our family, loving on our spouses? Can we even take care of our parents, man? Like even me personally, like that's a goal for me, man, to buy my mom a house and, you know, be able to be in a position to help her as she get older. You know, that's my only living parent right now, even my in-laws. Like, why don't we put ourselves in a position to really give back the community and stop just debating about trivial things just to make ourselves look like we smarter, but we ain't really moving in no type of direction towards progress. Let us do that. Let's unplug from all this foolishness. Stop watching all of this stuff on TV. Let's stop engaging in all of this stuff. You know, spending money, going out, all these different events and everything that they just it just it's always something one after the next, one after the next. Valentine's Day coming up in a couple of days. Like I said, you know, it ain't nothing but research. This stuff is paganism, man. And even for the people, and really, the people, I really be putting these videos out for those who are believers, because the world ain't gonna receive it. But those who really are born again and renewed in the mind, at least supposedly, you can't really serve the true living Elohim, because you still got idols. They are the idols. These holidays are the idols. Cupid, you know what I'm saying, is the face of Valentine's Day, Santa Claus, Christmas. You got all these evil deities for Halloween, Easter, the Easter Bunny. Like these are idols. The logo on the Starbucks, that is an idol. That's a god that they worship. There's all these different, you know, these different statues. The Statue of Liberty, that's Lucifer. That's Lucifer. And for so many years, we sat there and we just look at these things and we take pictures of it, and it's just like it goes over our heads. So we got idols all around us, all amongst us. Now that you're born again and you're trying to walk in holiness, now you got to realize that although we're still in Egypt, first you got to get Egypt out of us. Egypt is a system. We got to get out. We got to get this stuff out of our hearts. We got to retrain our brains and understand, like, yeah, they designed all of this stuff so that they can keep us from serving our true God and serving him in spirit and in truth. So that's why you're still so conflicted. That's why there hasn't really been a mass exodus yet, because everybody hasn't woken yet to that truth, that reality. And some of those people, it's still hard for them. It's still struggling, and they don't think it's no more than, you know what? I just need to get saved. I just need to, I just want to be born again, and then that's it. All my problems. They don't realize, like, yo, it's still a deeper matrix, and now you really got to move differently. You can't indulge in everything, because now we got to protect our spirits. We got to protect our hearts. We got to protect, and we also got to guard ourselves from what's to come. And if we don't understand that these laws and statutes are not just um, a guideline to calling yourself an Israelite, or just saying that, I keep the Torah. No, this is a lifeline to holiness, because by doing that, we don't give the enemy any legal right to to touch us, to harm us, to really bother us. And so when calamity and stuff starts to hit the earth, those who are still abiding in the law, those that don't abhor his laws, those that are abiding in his laws, if we abide in him, he will abide in us. We'll be protected. There's a way of escape for those who are living righteous, because holiness is that's the light. You know, say put on the full armor, the breastplate of righteousness. Breastplate keeps you from what? Getting hit with darts. The darts that the enemy's shooting at us. Those curses that these witches out here trying to aim at us. That breastplate protects you. Protects what? The chest, the heart, right? Shield of faith. You need that as well. You need the whole thing. Helmet of salvation. You need the helmet as well. You need the loins girded about with truth. Feet shod with the preparation of the gospel. You need all of that. The sword of the spirit to fight back. You need to know that word. The sword of the spirit. The sword. You need that spirit as well. That's what's going to keep us in these end times as things are getting crazy. And now what we're saying and what the people are saying is not going, what the true prophets and what the true messengers are coming to you saying from the Most High, it's not going to sound so crazy. Let us get more in that word and stop having to receive everything from the evil Hollywood industry, because their message is not pure. It's a little bit of dose of truth, but it's still filled with lies and a whole bunch of deceit behind it. And although a lot of people like thinking like they really know, they really don't realize, like, we still, even though we know the truth, we still perpetuating the stereotypes. We still are actually still enslaved in our minds. We're still enslaved in our minds. He captivated millions of people on the stage. And we're all those people like, yeah, y'all don't realize that we're this and we that. We're slaves to the system. And we built the backs of this country. Guess what? How much of our people fueled, how much billions of dollars that we spend on the Super Bowl? How much people went and spent on tickets, travel? Even the people who just, had Super Bowl parties, went to Super Bowl parties, or just, bought merchandise, bought team jerseys, hats, whatever, you know what I'm saying? How many of us actually, how much did we really spend for those who really like engage, and how much we spend every day? So let's not get caught up in the message. Allow yourself to be able to be a seeker of truth no matter where it comes from. And then allow the truth to transform your thinking and make better decisions, so that way you can make a better impact. Because it's nothing, just like the word says, it's nothing to just hear the word, be a hearer of the word, but then don't do it. It don't profit you anything. No, you just one ear and out the other. it didn't do anything for you to say that, yeah, I got that, but then you still living in total ignorance. You still living in the blissful ignorance that you like to be in, that a lot of us don't want to receive what we've heard, so we just rather go back to our corners and retreat. It's not doing anything for you to say you woke, because you really ain't woke yet if you ain't start to change your surroundings and do something about your current situation. That's all I had. I just wanted to get that out because that came to me yesterday, and yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts on that. But y'all still be blessed, and till next time, shalom.